These guys over here, they are real easy to forget about. Hey folks, we're back with another video, and this one will be quick. So I had serviced this entire shock, rebuilt the whole thing, right? And I totally forgot in that video to go over removing and installing bushings. So we're going to go over that in this video. Again, there's multiple reasons that this might need to be done. Bushings do dry up, they do crack, they do get stress fractures in them over time, right? And they can be easily replaced. You could either buy just a bushing or the entire kit. Ultimately, I'm just going to change out the whole kit. I'm assuming that some people out there, especially beginners, might be curious as far as how easy it is, because it really is easy to remove the mounting hardware, including the bushings on shock eyelets. All right, so let's get into it. As far as tools needed, not that many tools. You have a couple of options over here. You could either go with a bushing removal tool, or if you don't feel like buying these, a 1/4-inch extension for your ratchet set. I'm sure many of you have this. So, and these are really cheap to get, and they fit perfectly inside. The squares fit within, and the outer diameter fits perfectly on the outside. So it gives us enough leverage to actually push the thing out, right? And then to remove the actual bushings, a blunt pick of any type in order to be able to go in there and separate them and push them out. So let's start with the tool. So for instance, we don't need this whole tool, okay? I'm gonna take out the receiver part. These things are actually pretty easy, okay? Now, this is just the pusher part, and I'm gonna make sure it's flush at the edge, right? And I'm just gonna push it in, and it falls in line with the axle, just like this guy will, okay? Has enough width, and then, get the hair out of there, we just push, take out that part there, okay? Take out that part there, put this guy back in, and push one last time. And that should be more than enough for us to remove it. All right, ta-da, done. So now we have the bushings on the inside. Again, a blunt tool. Doesn't have to be a sharp pick because we don't want to scratch or score the inside of the eyelet, right? Just take it and just give it a little bit of a spacing, top down. Then if we want, you could use a tool again, like to push it out, or again, if you have an extension rod, these are nice and blunt all the way around, so they're perfect for jobs like this so they don't do damage, right? We just take it and pop it out. Done, all right? So that is using the tool. Or, if we go to the other side, I could just use the 1/4-inch extension, right? Just take it, this might be a little bit harder. There we go. Pop out this cap here, pop out that cap there. All right. Yep, what am I doing? I was thinking the wrong thing. And just take it now and just push it all the way through. Oh, this guy's being tough. He's being tough. Well, worst case scenario, I can just put him on the ground and push him in. Just like that. Done. That one's on the side. Now again, we take our pick. That shouldn't have been that hard to come out, to be honest. Just separate the bushings. All right. And again, we could use blunt edge on this guy to push him out. Doesn't need to be one of these if you don't have it. And they are out. So now we're just going to take a little bit of alcohol, just clean the inside. All right, just to make sure that we are all good on each eyelet. All right. Done. So now we install the replacements. Now when ordering the replacements, you have to make sure that you order the proper width. Again, they sell these kits by width, all right? So in this case, this is a 1.766 inch is my guess. Can't we come up with a standard on this, man? Inch width, right? So that's the longer one for the bottom. And in this one over here, the width is 0.9. Wow. My guess is 0.9 of an inch as well. So you have to make sure that you order the right ones, or you don't have to order those kits. You could just order the bushings. They sell the bushings individually, all right? So now I'm gonna open my kit. I'm gonna start with the large side first. Now, one thing I noticed when taking this thing apart, somebody must have taken this apart before because there's no O-ring, all right? Usually these things always have O-rings inside them. They just help keep dirt out more than anything, but both of them don't have O-rings. So when it comes to installing them, this is the bottom of the shock. This was the wider side. Literally all we need is fingers. Okay, so we're gonna take this guy and we're gonna stuff him in there. It's gonna be a little bit stiff. Make sure he goes in evenly to make your life easier, just like that. And now, make sure he goes in evenly, like I said. Okay, I don't know what's going on over here. Get in. There we go. All right. Take the other side. Push them together. Make sure it goes in evenly, and done. Our bushings are in, okay? Then we take our rod and we put this guy in. Might be a little bit stiff as well. Make sure it goes all the way through. Okay, try and get them in the middle as possible. We will be able to do this later as well. Come on, why is it giving me a tough time? Okay, anyway. Next, we put in our O-rings. All right, make sure they sit inside. Take the other O-ring. Make sure he sits inside. I don't only have one. Are they kidding me? Oh, here it is, rolled out of the way. Jeez. I was gonna say, what the hell? So, and now we put in our spacers. Again, with our thumbs. This will help get us leverage. I can't get leverage, I need to use my body, but I'll be out of camera. Okay. And then we use the other one. Now we could try and squeeze them together in order to get them even. There we go. All right. Squeeze this guy shut now. And we are just about there. The longer one's a little bit stiffer and harder because these are brand new. And that is good enough for now. Reality is when we put them in a bike, it'll squeeze together, or we could take them, put them on a vise if it's too hard, or you could grab like maybe a channel lock and put something to not mar the edge basically and just squeeze them together. All right, but you should be able to do it by hand typically. Oops, I just moved the camera. Okay, so now we will do the same for the smaller one. The smaller one should be easier. Everything doesn't roll away from me. So again, just like that. Put them in just like that. Put in the axle in the middle, just like that. Now we put the O-rings, make sure they sit in their seat. One O-ring, two O-rings. Make sure they sit all the way. And then we put our spacers. Try and press it till it's in the middle. And you should be able to do it by hand again. And we are done. And that's it, folks. Again, as I mentioned, it was going to be a quick video. I totally forgot to add this to the shock rebuild video, so I figured why not just make a quick little video of it, just in case some people out there were curious, right? Because it could be a little bit intimidating. They might not want to deal with it because they might not want to do damage to the actual eyelet or the parts. And guys, really, this is an easy job. I guarantee you that you can do it. All right, nothing's really needed. You barely even need any special tools. You really don't. All you need is a extension adapter to a ratchet set, a 1/4 inch extension adapter, and a pick. So in a worst case scenario, behooves you to buy one of these tools if you plan on servicing shocks regularly, but you really don't need to. Okay, so hopefully that was helpful to some of you. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Click the subscribe button in order to see more videos. Click the bell button, bing, 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 in order to get reminded when new videos get released and new videos will come out. Okay, until then, hope all is well with all of you, and we will be talking to you soon. Take care. Have a good one. Bye.